Hi everyone. I think it's been quite a while since I've made a video, but I just wanted to make this just to do a general update, and because it's easier for me to do a video than write it all down in text post. I say it's easier. This has been about my 10th take, and I haven't got past the first sentence. I should really start making notes before I start making these videos. But yeah, basically, just a general recap. I had my appointment, a consultation with Mr. Christopher, one of the surgeons here, um, in I think November last year, and then it got to January time, and I got a phone call from the sort of manager, practice manager, I think, just sort of like asking when I wanted surgery, and I said sort of late summer, early autumn, because I was choosing to have electrolysis, and that is a key point here because I'll get onto that later in my video. Yeah, and he said, "Oh, that's fine. Just let us know. 6 to 12 weeks after you've finished hair removal, and we'll schedule you in for a date." So time goes by. I've had a lot of electrolysis. My arm is pretty much bald, although it won't show up on the camera. You probably don't remember what it's like before, but that's it. You can kind of see my wrist hairs. But yeah, that's pretty much bald. It's hard to see because I'm quite blonde anyway, which is one of the reasons why I went for electrolysis rather than laser. I started having laser, and basically my hair was too sort of fair and sparse for it to do much work, so I used electrolysis, which is different, but I don't know if I've done a video on it before. I can't remember. So you can kind of see, like, that's my hair on my other arm, and this is the hair on this arm. So there is a bit of a difference, quite a major difference looking at them actually, which is great because I'm not going to have a hairy willy now. So yeah, I chose to have electrolysis. Mr. Christopher, the surgeon, said that I didn't need it on a medical ground. It wouldn't interfere with my operation at all. So this is purely cosmetic because I didn't want to have a hairy appendage afterwards, and that's my choice completely. So I went away on holiday in August, right at the beginning of August, in July actually, and I decided once I came back that was it. I was going to have, I was going to start ringing them for surgery because it had been like a decent amount of time. So I started emailing and ringing, didn't really get anywhere, but I just sort of started a new job, so it wasn't like a major thing, like I wasn't really rushing them along, and then I finally got a phone call back, and going by other guys' experiences, they literally ring you a day before, not always that drastic, but you get a few days notice. So I thought, oh my god, I'm getting a date. And then this guy who does the admin said basically because I'd had electrolysis, I was going to have to wait 6 months and then have another consultation and then see if they want me to have more electrolysis or if they're going to okay me for surgery. But by that time, my referral would have run out because the referral lasts a year, so I would have to get re-referred again by my gender clinic, and I was just kind of like, what? And I was so kind of like gutted and in shock because I thought I'd be getting surgery that month, that I would possibly have to wait another 6 months. So yeah, I was kind of really upset, and I was just kind of like, okay, bye. Hung up, and then thank God for all of the like support groups that are out there for lower surgery and just for general trans things, because I posted in there and a couple of guys were like, no, that's not right because you chose to have it, it shouldn't be an issue. The surgeon said at first it wasn't an issue at all, you having hair, so having electrolysis shouldn't be an issue. I can't really word it properly, but I'm sure you get my drift. So I was like, yeah, you're absolutely right. I tried to ring the clinic back and I couldn't really get through. So I emailed the surgeon that I saw, and this is going on throughout the process of a whole week. Didn't hear anything back, so emailed the the admin guy who makes all the phone calls didn't really hear anything back from him. So it got to the end of the week, I rang again, and he said, I'll speak to the surgeon next week, and we'll try and get this cleared up. So I was like, okay, fine. It got to like the Friday of the next week, and I still hadn't heard anything, so I rang back, and the guy said, oh yeah, actually I didn't get hold of him, I'll try and get hold of him next week, and I'll get back to you. So I was like, right, great. It's not like my whole life's hanging in the balance here. Why are you going to get your shit together? But cool. And it got to the next week, which was last week, and I rang again. Was it last week? Yeah, I rang again, and I got through to a lady at reception, and she said that the guy who I'd been speaking to was actually on holiday this week. So I was like, right, okay. So he told me he'd call me this week, and he's actually been away on holiday, which was really nice of him. I was sitting by my phone all week waiting for this phone call, potentially life-changing phone call, and the guy was on holiday. So I kind of lost my temper a bit, and I feel bad for the receptionist because this is obviously all beyond her control. But basically said that they need to get their shit together, and that their communication was absolutely rubbish, which I guess is a bit unfair because I know how many patients there are, but this operation will change my life, and I feel like it wasn't being taken seriously enough. And she said, okay, it's fine, I'll put it in an email, and hopefully they'll get back to you. So Monday morning comes around, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, right, I need to phone them because I need to speak to this guy and ask him why he told me he'd ring me when he was actually going on holiday. And I got a text from my mate Joe, who said he's just rung me and offered me a cancellation for his stage 3 of my phalloplasty. But he couldn't do it for various reasons, and he asked this guy, offer it to Dylan, he's waiting on a date. And then I was like, oh shit, okay, so I rang this guy up, and he was like, oh, I'm guessing you just spoke to your mate, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay, let's sort out a date for you. So I don't know what had happened in this space that he must have realised that I didn't actually need to go through this waiting period of electrolysis, but I wasn't about to question it because, I really want surgery. And yeah, he penciled me in, he confirmed me for my phalloplasty on the 3rd of October. So that was Monday, so it would be 2 weeks Monday, and it's now Tuesday evening, so it's 13 days and counting. So yeah, I'm really, really, really excited. I've got my confirmation email through telling me my admittance time and all kinds of stuff like that. I think I'm really lucky that I've got 2 weeks to prepare, because I know if you guys have had like a week, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day to get all of their stuff together. So yeah, I've got a week left of work, and then I'm taking the next week off to get everything. I need to go and see my doctors, need to get supplies, need to sort out an aftercare routine, because basically my mum's obviously going to be at work and she can't really afford to take time off work. My stepdad works night shift, so hopefully he'll be there in a day, but his shifts change, so I'm going to be pretty incapacitated. My girlfriend is hopefully going to come down for a few days a week to help out when she's not at work, bless her. My dad and my stepmom, who live on the other side of London, are taking time out of their really busy work life to come and help. So I'm really lucky that I've got a huge number of people that want to help me and are actually taking time out of their work to do that. So yeah, we're just trying to work all of that out at the moment. So yeah, I am very, very excited, but fingers crossed, if nothing goes wrong and they don't need to cancel and it doesn't fall off after surgery this time in 2 weeks, I will be post stage 1 phalloplasty. So yeah, very, very, very excited, but I just wanted to do this general update of what was going on and everything, and I'll probably do an update from the hospital if there's like not too many people around, because I might get a bit embarrassed like filming myself in a hospital like the night before. But yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, thanks for listening.